Today we're starting to work on upper body strengthening by bearing weight on the hands. For the practice, you might like to have available 1 or 2 folded blankets or towels, and you're going to use them for padding for your knees and possibly also for your wrists. My name is Zelinda. I specialize in teaching yoga so that people with all kinds of bodies can participate and benefit. Let's get started. Start in a comfortable standing position. Your feet can be together or apart. Let your arms relax down alongside your body. Gently activate your abdominal muscles. Think about drawing your belly button in toward your spine, and then just relax your shoulders. Start to pay attention to your breathing. At first, you can just notice the pace of your breathing. Notice the rhythm of the inhales and exhales. And then after you identify that rhythm, start to lengthen it out a little bit by deepening your inhales and stretching out your exhales. In the yoga practice, I'll remind you, we want everything to feel comfortable, including the breathing. So please lengthen your breath only as much as feels comfortable for you. Continue lengthening your inhales and exhales. Try to keep your mind completely focused on your breathing. Okay, let's get started with some movement now. On inhale, bring your arms out toward the sides and up. Palms can touch if it's comfortable for you. Then exhale, arms move out and down. New direction. Inhale, arms move forward and up. Exhale, arms move forward and down. Inhale, arms move out and up. Exhale, out and down. Then inhale, forward and up. Abs are still engaged. Exhale, forward and down. One more round. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, out and down. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, forward and down. All right, now I'm going to just go ahead and turn to one side, but you can continue facing toward the front. I just want to show you what this looks like. So we're working on standing forward fold. You can watch the first one if you'd like and then join for the second. Inhale, arms move forward and up. Exhale, bend your knees and fold to your comfort level. Then inhale, activate your leg muscles and come up. Exhale, arms move forward and down. Inhale, arms move forward and up. Exhale, fold as much as you're comfortable. Inhale, strong legs come up, arms stretch overhead. Exhale, arms forward and down. We're going to do 2 more. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, smoothly fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arms forward and down. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, very good. Next, we're going to start to work on warrior for the purpose of strengthening and activating the muscles in the legs and starting to get some more movement in the spine, this time a back bending movement. So please step your left foot forward, keep your right foot back, and please make sure that you have width between your feet as well as length. So we want to make sure the feet are not one right behind the other, but that you've actually got some width so that you can face your hips toward the front. All right, here we go. Again, engage your abs. Inhale, front knee bends over your ankle. Sweep your arms forward and up. Palms can touch if it's comfortable for you. Exhale, knee straightens, arms come down. Inhale, knee bends, arms move up. Exhale, knee straightens, arms move down. Inhale, lift with your chest, but keep looking forward. Exhale, 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. All right, go ahead and step your left foot back, and we're going to continue on the second side. Step your right foot forward. You've got width between your feet. Your hips are facing front. Inhale, front knee bends, arms move forward and up. Lift your chest. Exhale, knee straightens, arms move down. Inhale, abs are engaged. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, go ahead and do 2 more. Go at your pace. All right, step your right foot back whenever you're finished, and go ahead and take a break here to smooth out and regulate your breathing. Long and smooth breaths again. Your mind completely focused on your breathing. All right, let's continue now. So, interlace your fingers in front. All of your fingers are pointing down, and then press your palms down toward the floor. By the way, if this is not comfortable for you, if you have any wrist issues or hand issues, you can absolutely do this next sequence with your hands not interlaced. Either way is totally fine. If it's comfortable for you, you're interlacing the fingers and pressing your palms down. Then on inhale, bring your arms forward and up. Exhale, arms forward and down. We're going to add on now. Inhale, arms move forward and up. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale to the center. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale to the center. Exhale, arms move forward and down. Great, let's keep going. Inhale, arms move up. Abs are engaged. Exhale, twist left. Inhale to the center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale to the center. Exhale, arms move forward and down. 2 more. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale to the center. Exhale, arms forward and down. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Arms move forward and down. Very nice job. Shake your arms out a little bit, and then go ahead and step your feet wide. And we're going to work on triangle pose, which is a side bending posture. Feet are wide and your toes are more or less pointing toward the front. If it's more comfortable for you for your toes to go out a little bit, that is also totally fine. All right, let's begin. So inhale, stretch your arms out toward the sides. Exhale, side bend to your left. Inhale, come up, arms stretch out. Exhale, side bend to your right. Inhale, up to the center. Exhale, arms rest down. Take a little pause here. Please make sure that you're activating your abdominal muscles. You can also think about using the muscles in your upper back to draw your shoulder blades toward each other. And then one extra note here is that when you're side bending, please try to be mindful that your movement is completely just a side bend. Sometimes we have a tendency to also fold forward. Try to avoid the forward folding part and just do the side bending part. All right, let's continue now. We're going to do 3 more rounds. So on inhale, stretch your arms out. Exhale, left side bend. If it's comfortable, you can look up toward your palm. Inhale to the center. Exhale, side bend to the right. Maybe look up toward your palm. Inhale, back up to the center. Exhale, arms rest down. Inhale, arms stretch out. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale to the center. Exhale, arms down. Last one, smoothly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, very nice job. Step your feet together. We're going to do one more round of forward folding here. This time, why don't we go ahead and add a spine extension for a little bit more strengthening in your back muscles and in your abs. So on inhale, bring your arms forward and up. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Inhale, slide your hands up just above your knees so that you can extend your spine. You can feel a lot of strength in your back here. Exhale, slowly fold again. Then inhale and come up, either walking your hands up or stretching your arms forward and up. Exhale, arms move forward and down. Let's keep going. Inhale, arms forward and up. Exhale, fold, relax your neck. Inhale, hands slide up above your knees, shoulder blades draw toward each other. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Either method, totally fine. Exhale, arms forward and down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, last one. Go at your pace. When you're finished, once again, regain your smooth breathing. Just take a moment. Okay, very good. Now we're going to move to lying down on the floor. We're going to lie face down. When you get there, you're going to do one of 2 things. Either stack your hands and rest your forehead on top, or stack your fists and you can rest your forehead on top of that. See which one feels more comfortable for you. When you get into your lying down position, just rest for a little bit. We're going to let the body acclimate to this new posture. You can start lengthening out your breathing. When you feel ready, start to come up onto hands and knees. And here's where you might like to start using those blankets or towels that I mentioned earlier. So I'm going to use a towel today, and I'm going to set this down for padding for my knees. You can do the same if you'd like. If your wrists are sensitive and it's not comfortable for you to bear weight on them in this way, you might roll up a towel or just use the edge of a towel and place your hands down on the edge of the towel, just like this. Lifting the heel of the hand like this takes some of the angle and the strain out of the wrist. So that's more comfortable for some people. So you'd use a second blanket for that, or a second towel. All right, so hands and knees position. And the first thing we want to do is figure out where a neutral spine position is. So just do a little bit of movement, rounding and arching your back, and then try to find the middle of that where your spine is neutral. It's relatively flat. We can't say the spine is actually flat because there are natural curves in the spine, but you have kind of a flat feeling in your back when you do this. Okay, and then once you find your neutral spine position, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on a movement called cat and cow. And the way you do this is you activate your abdominal muscles, draw your belly button, in this case upward toward your spine, and we're going to start some movement. So keeping that engagement in your abs, you're going to arch your back and look forward just a few inches in front of you on the floor. And then exhale and round your spine, tucking your chin toward your chest. Inhale again, arch your back, belly button still drawing in. Exhale and round. Inhale and arch. Exhale and round. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale to a neutral spine position. Okay, please take a break. You might either sit down or come up onto your knees. Just want to give the hands a break. You can shake them out a little bit. And then next, we're going to start to work on downward facing dog. And the way we do this is we're going to tuck the toes under. So the toes are going to be like this. We're going to, keep the hands down, and then we're going to lift the hips up toward the ceiling. And in the process, your knees are going to come up off the floor as well. Let's go ahead and try it out. So set yourself up again. Hands are on the floor. Tuck your toes, and then lift your hips up and back. Stay here for 1 or 2 breaths. And after the second breath, go ahead and bring your knees down, and once again, take a break either by sitting or by coming up onto your knees. I'm going to take a little pause right here and explain some information about downward facing dog. So very often people have the misperception that the legs need to be straight and the heels need to be reaching the floor. And neither of those is true. So please feel free to keep your knees bent, let your heels be up. All of that is perfectly fine. All right, let's try it again. Bring your hands back down onto the floor. If you're having any discomfort in your wrist, I mentioned about putting some padding under the heels of the hands. Another thing you can do is think about pressing your fingertips down into the floor, and that gives a little bit of lifting sensation in the wrist so that it will be more comfortable. All right, so when you're ready, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up and back, and breathe. Again, we're going to stay for 2 breaths. All right, when you're finished with the 2 breaths, bring your knees down, come on up, give your wrists a break, shake them out a little bit. All right, and then I'm going to give you a little more information now while you're resting. So when we work on downward facing dog, we're lifting the hips up and back. It's really hard to know what your body looks like or what you're actually doing when you're facing down. So let me explain one detail here. When you tuck your toes and bring your hips up and back, we're trying to
there's kind of like two things you can do here. You can kind of keep your weight over your hands like this, or you can start to reach your hips back in this direction. And this is what we're trying to work on. When we do it, sometimes it's necessary to bend the knees a whole lot, so please feel free to do that so that you can bring your hips back. All right, I'm going to go ahead and come down, and then you go ahead and bring your hands back down onto the floor, and we're going to try this one more time. All right, so spread your fingers out, maybe press down into the fingertips a little bit, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Please feel free to bend your knees and experiment with bringing your hips a little bit further back than you did previously. Try to keep your breathing smooth and long. We're just going to stay for one more breath. And after the breath is complete, bring your knees down, come on up, shake your hands out. And I want to show you one more way that we relax the wrist when we're doing a lot of weight bearing on the hands. So something you can do is just one hand at a time, bring the fingers toward the knee. So you're bringing the back of the hand down onto the floor, and you're really not bearing much weight at all on this hand that's going in the opposite direction. Mostly your weight's in the other hand, but it's a nice way to stretch out your wrist. It's like a counter pose. All right, and then go ahead and do the second hand as well. All right, and then I'd like to show you another thing that you can work on if you'd like. And this thing is a little bit difficult. So it may be that the right thing is just to practice your downward facing dog for a little bit, and it may not be time to work on this next thing that I'm about to show you. But once you get a little bit stronger, you can start to work on this. It's called a downward dog push-up, and it's a transition between downward facing dog and plank, and it can be something that you start to experiment with as you get a little bit stronger. So the way it works is you bring your hands down and move to downward facing dog. And then start to experiment with shifting your weight forward. So you're going to something that resembles the top part of a push-up. And then exhale and shift back. And then forward and back. As long as you can breathe smoothly and move with good control, you can continue practicing this. And then when you become tired, go ahead and take a break. Bring your knees down. And either shake out your hands or do the thing I just showed you with bringing the hands in the opposite direction. Let's go ahead and try it one more time. So hands come down. Okay, tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back. And then shift forward to plank. Back to downward facing dog. Forward to plank. Inhale, back to downward facing dog. Please do take a break whenever your body needs it. This is a pretty strenuous sequence. And remember that we want all of the yoga practice to feel comfortable. Nothing should feel painful or should feel like an overexertion. And I'm reaching that limit myself, so I'm going to take a break from the downward facing dog push-ups. And we'll move on to the next posture, which is a counter pose. So you can go ahead and get off of your folded blanket, and we're going to move to lying on our backs. When you get there, bring your knees up toward your shoulders or toward your chest if you prefer to keep your legs a little bit or your knees a little bit narrower. Do whatever feels best for your body. So in this counter pose, we're relaxing the hands, the wrists, the knees, the back, the everything. You can rock a little bit side to side. And this is kind of a resting posture to recover after the downward facing dog and after the downward facing dog push-ups, if you chose to do those. Okay, great. Go ahead and bring your knees back down onto the floor, or not your knees, but your feet down onto the floor, and set your feet down quite a bit wide. So you can walk them out and stretch your arms out toward the sides. And we'll work on a little bit of twisting. So bring your knees all the way over toward the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale all the way over toward the right. Inhale to the center. Exhale left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Last round over toward the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the center. Okay, one more time. Bring your knees up toward your shoulders or toward your chest. And then on inhale, extend your legs up toward the ceiling, flex your feet. Exhale, again, knees up toward your shoulders. Inhale, extend your legs up and flex. Exhale, bring your knees in. One more round, extend up and flex. Exhale, knees hug in. Very nice job. Go ahead and set your feet down and set up your favorite relaxation posture. You can keep your knees bent if you prefer, or you can straighten your legs. Let your arms rest more or less down alongside your body, not like too close touching your hips, but a little bit out toward the sides, palms facing up. Focus on your breathing, lengthen and smooth your breaths. And then begin to integrate a pause into your breathing. So after your inhale, pause. And after your exhale, pause. And see what effect these pauses have on your breathing and also on your mind. After your next exhale and pause, continue to breathe naturally. And then when you're ready, go ahead and roll to one side and bring yourself up to a comfortable sitting position. Very nice job today. Thank you for being here, sharing your practice and sharing yourself. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Thank you for practicing with me today. If you have any questions about today's practice, I'd love to hear from you in the comments section. And if you're interested in other ways that you can connect and practice with me, please check out the links in the description box below. I'll see you next time.